You know, I have been seeing people mention this, and I'm sure I'm probably not the only person that does feel this way, but is it just me, or does the Crew 1 map feel different and in a good way? I really do feel like a lot of people that have been playing the Crew series over the years, a lot of people do agree that the Crew 1's map is one of the best. First off, guys, let me know which map you guys like out of all the Crew games. I do know a lot of people love the first game. I also know a lot of people love the Crew 2, and then obviously Motorfest is going to be a very beautiful map as well. It is just going to be drastically smaller than how the Crew 1 and Crew 2's map are, which I would say is probably going to be subjective to people maybe not enjoying it. But one thing I was really impressed with, man, in the Crew 1 is we all do know how a lot of open worlds nowadays can be super boring, or, the game's map might be really empty and stuff, but what really impressed me with the Crew 1, man, this game actually had a lot of cool stuff going around it. Like, it didn't really feel like the game was empty in a way, and it actually felt like each area was going to be special. Now, there's a few things I did want to touch on this, though. For example, guys, we all do know right now that a lot of the things in the Crew 1, whether that was going to be the landmarks, a lot of the skills around the map, because this game definitely had a lot more of the skills than something like the Crew 2 did. They were basically everywhere. They did help you tremendously with progression, leveling your vehicles up, getting extra money and XP and stuff like that. Plus, they were going to be pretty dang fun. On top of that, every single area around the map is also going to have the data centers, which is then going to unlock more of the skills, at least showing you where all of them are, including the landmarks a tad easier, which I would say those are definitely worth going after. Besides that, on the other side of the map, though, we're then also going to have the vehicle wrecks, which every area of the map is going to have them, whether that's going to be Midwest or the East Coast. You'll get like a street hub one, a dirt one. There's going to normally be around like 15 to 20 different parts you have to find. Luckily, looking at the map, having a thing on exploration, you will end up seeing like the flashing of it, similar to like the data center, so you can head over to the area and find it. You have the little radar go off, which is going to be very cool. Like, the game kind of goes, okay, bro, well, we're going to have this massive map, but guess what? We want you to go out there and find stuff, enjoy it, explore the areas, and actually enjoy the map for what it is, which is something I really did love about this game. I actually feel like they kind of had a lot of love behind it, going, okay, we're going to have this massive map. Again, guys, if you might be new here, this game was in development in 2007. Took it around 6 or 7 years for this game to actually release in 2014. It later did end up getting shut down in 2024, but luckily the game is back. And my goodness, I can definitely see so many different reasons on why this game was amazing, even compared to the newer titles, man. Like, if we're looking at something like the map, guys, you are going to be like, okay, well, a lot of games are going to have an open world, right? There's going to be stuff around you can do, but the Crew Run really went, okay, we're going to have one of the biggest maps ever made in a game. And on top of that, we're also going to have some cool stuff basically scattered everywhere that you can do. One thing I was finding really fun was going around and finding all the landmarks, as every town, different areas is going to have them. That way it's going to give you like a small cutscene of something that you did end up finding. Whether that's going to be a special building in a city, or like an old monument type of building, maybe even something like Mount Rushmore, maybe a prison or something like that as well. Like, it's going to have a small scene there where you're going to be like, oh, this is cool. Then you're also going to explore all of those landmarks all over the map, which is going to be a very cool thing. And also in ways can kind of teach you things or different things about the US, which I think is also very cool, how they did end up having something like this in there. On top of that, guys, I really do love going after all the wreckages and actually finding the cars and building it up. And what's really cool about that is when you guys are finding the wreck parts for the vehicle, did you know you can actually go back into your HQ, and the car is going to be built more and more the more parts you find for it. Isn't that dope, bro? Like, little details like that is going to be like, yo, this thing's looking pretty dope. Let me go around the map and find more of these. You could do that. You could do the landmarks. And on top of that, there's going to be a lot of special things in this game with Easter eggs and stuff, which I am going to touch on in another video. There's going to be Moby Dick. We're also going to have a lovely unicorn. And there's also going to be Bigfoot, bro, so stay tuned for that video in the future. There's even more stuff. It is so dang cool driving around the map and exploring and actually noticing that, yo, like, people can probably argue that some of the buildings are going to be copy and pasted and stuff like that. I'm sure that will end up popping up. But look, man, the map is so big, there's still going to be tons of detail in other areas of the map and stuff that is also going to make you really enjoy it, like the gigantic cow, which is also going to be in the crew 2. There's going to be other stuff around the map that you can find, including other landmarks that can unlock it for you. And it's something I really did love about this, man. Like, you could spawn anywhere, drive around, find cool things, and kind of just really explore the map for what it is. And it's not going to give you the sense that, oh, this map is going to be empty. No, bro, it is going to have stuff pretty much everywhere. That is giving you a reason to drive around and explore things. Go, yo, did you know this thing was over here in this part of the map, bro? Or did you know this was going to be located here? That's pretty dope. And that is something that would attract even more people to the game. As we do know, a lot of newer games nowadays kind of miss that mark, and they might actually be a gigantic map, but it's still going to feel empty in a way. What kind of blows my mind is even something like the Crew Motorfest is kind of going to feel this way. Yes, the game is going to look beautiful, but there is still things they could have did to fill in the map more, and also add even more stuff to it that could make it more interesting, give players a reason. Like, yes, the map is going to be smaller, but you could still have things in there that would attract people to it, whether that's going to be different things about Hawaii, like monuments or even landmarks, and kind of giving players a reason to drive around and explore things, filling in the areas of that said map. And the funny part is that was something I actually like doing in this game, guys, is for one, you could probably put like a waypoint down and, keep spawning to each part of the edge of the map that you don't know. Trust me, we've all been there. I was actually doing that a little bit in this game, but also it's fun to just put that waypoint down and drive all the way over to the next location in that city. Grab a few landmarks, grab some of the skills and stuff like that, look around the city and go, okay, well now I need to go that way. You can head over there. There's then going to be even more stuff to explore on top of it. What's also very cool though is the map is going to have specific things in each area. So for example, in New York, you are going to see something like the dirt tuner and also the dealer and stuff there, which is going to be cool. Like, there's a car dealer and the dirt tuner. You head to Miami, there's going to be another car dealer and the perf tuner over there. You can head over to somewhere like Vegas, California, find another car tuner and stuff, find like the touring car, the racing category in California. So there's also going to be reasons to put you in other parts of the map. Like, you're not going to be in one specific area. The games actually know, like, bro, go that way, go over there, grab some of the items over there, go over, explore it, find some other things. You unlock more races, you get more things to do, and the entire map's going to fill in even more on top of it, whether it's going to be other additional car wrecks you can find and get those vehicles unlocked in that said category of that part of the map as well. So you got to explore it. You're then going to have all the landmarks, and man, it really does hit you. Like, I had so much fun playing through this game again, guys. I really think that anybody that would jump into this game again would truly have such a great time just exploring the map again, really seeing what started this entire series, and kind of fast forwarding to seeing where it is now is honestly very odd to me, though. Like, looking at this game and going, okay, well, we had so many things to do. The map was obviously huge, and for its time, it was pretty much the biggest racing game map ever. And a lot of people are like, well, that map's probably going to be empty, and there's most likely nothing to do. But it turns out they did basically end up filling in the map, pretty much almost adding on to the exploration, wanting players to do that and go, yo, we made this big map, but also there is going to be stuff to find around it, mess around, cruise around with people, or at least go in there, because I all do know, or at least everyone does know, the online mode is coming probably next year. That is going to be absolutely wild, being able to crew up and do road trips again in this game, man. It just felt so special in the Crew 1 compared to the Crew 2. I really don't know why that is. Maybe it's like how the game is, or, how the Crew 1 was overall with the map design and stuff. I just really liked the way this game was. Off-roading and stuff like that, exploring and finding landmarks there, or going off-road and finding other routes you can do, and finding hidden locations and stuff like that was so dang cool. And that was one of my favorite things about the Crew 1. To be honest, guys, if we're going to have maps in these racing games, I think they need to kind of follow this cue a bit. Maybe add it so you can actually have things to do, like landmarks and a reason to cruise around and go to each area of the map and go, okay, well, I'm going to start here. Like, you start in the Detroit area, kind of heading over to Chicago after. You're then going to have to do some street races. You level up a bit and boom, you're then going to have to head over to New York in order to get the dirt part unlocked. You do that, and then eventually you'll unlock the Miami area for the perf tuning and all that stuff. And it's just going to be a cool sense of progression as well around the map. But it's also going to make you feel like they put thought behind it. The map is actually going to be fun to explore. And going throughout the game, you're also then going to be unlocking areas and exploring even more stuff. And it really just feels like the map is actually properly done compared to what we do have nowadays. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. It really is so dang entertaining going through this stuff. realizing afterwards that, oh, I'm going to have to head over to New York to start doing dirt races and stuff like that. Or, oh, let me go in this part of the map here and go grab some of the carp wrecks that I need to get so I can actually unlock that vehicle. Like, there's going to be a lot of different things to explore and do. And honestly, I just feel like the newer games really could do this and capitalize on it, would also make it so much more fun. Again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, guys. I'm super curious to see what everybody does think about this.